Hi guys! Let me get my camera adjusted. Okay. All right, we are on live. I'm gonna wait until I see a couple people hop on. That way I know that you can hear me. So if you are tuning in, will you comment and let me know you're here? I'm gonna give you just a minute and then we're going to get started. Okay, I see some people are on live. Will y'all comment below if my video is like, it's kind of sideways on my phone, so will you comment below and let me know if it is straight up and down or if I am looking at y'all crooked. I normally have my phone turned the other way, so I'm not sure. Take a sip of my wine while I wait on you guys. Okay, cool. Thanks for letting me know, Caitlin. All right, so I'm gonna get started right away because I wanna be super respectful about your time tuning in. I am so excited to talk to you guys about this opportunity. I know that if you've watched me at all throughout the past year and a half, you have seen my passion for it, and hopefully I can really show you my heart through this video and why I love it so much, and see if this opportunity could be for you as well. So I'm gonna jump right in. So first off, I want you guys to access the slides if at all possible. I know for me, I'm a visual person, and it helps if I can follow along to whoever is talking to me. And so how you're going to do that, if you go in the event page and click on the post that I made in the discussion, I have the page there to access my Google Docs, and you can pull it up that way. So, all right, I'll give y'all just a second to do that. I'm so excited. So many of y'all are tuning in live. Will one of y'all comment and let me know if you were able to pull up the slides? This is my first time doing it this way, so I want to make sure that it is working before I move on. Yeah, Lindsay, my ex-teacher is showing right here. You got to make sure everybody's here to move on. Okay, cool. Excellent. So like I said, pull up the slides from the event page if you're just now hopping on. So, all right, let's go ahead and get started. I am going to try my best, you guys, to keep this to 30 minutes. But those of y'all who know me know that I sometimes get a little long-winded and rambly, particularly about things that I'm like super passionate about. So this is one of them. So I just, I want to make sure that I give you enough information and so that you can make this decision for yourself. So don't hold me to that 30 minutes, but I'm going to do my best. So, all right. So what are we going to go over tonight? I want to talk to you guys about what Team Uplifted Fitness is all about. I know you guys see me post about that all the time, and you're probably like, what is that? What do you do as a Beachbody coach? How do you get paid? And common hesitations like, is this one of those icky, weird pyramid schemes? I'm still working on my own transformation. And the two that I personally said was, I am not a salesperson and I am so busy already. Those were my two personal favorites because they're what I said. So, all right, moving on to the next slide, about me. I want to share a little of how I got involved and where I'm at now, and take you back to where I got started in just a minute. So right now, I have the blessing of being a full-time Beachbody coach. I make the joke that I'm like a stay-at-home dog mom now, but I get to be full-time now. My background is a teacher. I've taught kindergarten, first grade, third grade, and PE. And then I got to leave the teaching world and be at home full-time, or, you know, wherever I choose to do this business, and be a Beachbody coach full-time. So I don't have a fitness degree or fitness background or anything like that. My degree is in teaching. And really, my vision was was instead of Reese and I never seeing each other, he used to travel all the time with his job, and so we would never see each other because then when he was home, I was at work or like lesson planning or grading papers and all that. And it was tons of stress, and it's not the way we had envisioned our marriage. Then I got involved with this and just ran with it, and now we live this awesome lifestyle where I can go climb mountains whenever I want to with my dad. It all started with this decision to sign up as a coach, of me sitting where you are right now thinking, okay, who is this girl talking to me, telling me about this coaching opportunity? And it all started with that. So I'm really excited that you're here and that you're listening to this. So I ran my first challenge group in March of 2015 after I was involved in my first challenge group. And I just want you to know that I built my entire business while teaching full time. So if busy is your concern, I can totally relate to that. That was my concern, and that was my hesitation about this. So just know that I get where you're coming from completely. And if there are any other teachers out there on this call, I'd love for you to comment, just so we can all make each other feel a little bit better about those hours that teachers put in. But like I said, I built this completely on the side while also still making time for Reese and for fun adventures, because that kind of stuff mattered to me. And now we're a diamond ranked team. We are ranked in the top 350 of all of Beachbody. And I'm going to dive into that a little bit more in just a little bit. But just for those of y'all who don't know me, I want you to know that I love Jesus, I love my husband, my dogs, adventure, pizza, and shopping. So, and I'm an ex-gym rat. I would run half marathons. I was a CrossFitter for a really long time. And guys, I obsessed over, and it's kind of hard for me to admit, but I obsessed over the number on the scale and the calories I was eating, and it just, I don't know, it just consumed me, and I wasn't happy, and I wasn't confident in who I was. And because of this, I've learned healthy, happy, balanced living where I love who I am and I'm confident in who God made me. And it's been an amazing journey. I really suffered with a horribly negative body image, and I had social anxiety, which I also don't admit to many people, but you know, I was an athlete growing up. I played soccer and all of that, but I had this like weird social anxiety throughout high school and beginning of college, and I did what anybody else did in college, trying to fit in, and I partied. Sorry, Mom. I partied, and I packed on the pounds. I did it to fit in because that's what all of my friends were doing. You know, that's what I felt like I needed to do to be able to have these friends and to fit in and feel better about myself. And let's get real. I know that I'm not the only one sitting here who's been there, done that. And you know that just adds to your issues. Like, it doesn't make anything better. And so I finally got to a point where I was frustrated. I realized what my lifestyle was doing to myself. And I tried everything, you guys. Like, from hours in the gym to running. Like, there's one time I ran 70 minutes on a treadmill, like, just because I had eaten like cake the night before or something like that. Like, terrible stuff like that. Like, I tried like diet pills, like all of this crazy stuff. Obviously nothing worked. And you know, and come to find out, like, even the healthy stuff, like working out and all that, like, come to find out it didn't work because my struggles were so much deeper than physical. And so much deeper than I thought. So I actually got Insanity after Reese proposed, because I thought, you know, I really want to feel confident in that white dress. Like, I'm going to get married this one time. Like, I want to feel great. So I bought Insanity, and I tried to do it alone, and I failed. I never finished it. I got pretty good results, but I just did month 1 twice, because let's get real, month 2 is too hard. So yeah, I got in pretty good shape for our honeymoon, but then, you know, you put on the new marriage weight. And I met Maggie on our honeymoon, So in Mexico, that's a whole different story, but I met, and if you're looking at the slides, go to the next slide. But I met Maggie, that's her on the left, who would be my future coach in Mexico. We had 2 years of friendship of her living in Alaska, me in Texas, and we just kept in touch ever since. And she started to invite me to this weird pyramid scheme thing that she was doing, and I was telling her no. I was like, I do not want anything to do with your sketchy scam. I was just definitely not interested. I had been approached so many times before with other things, and I told her nope. But I kept watching Maggie, and I kept seeing these posts she was making and how she kept doing these programs and was getting these amazing results. And she just had this joy on her face, and I thought, you know what? I want that. Like, I don't have that in my life, and I want that. And so, you know what? I reached back out to her after telling her no 4 or 5 times. I kind of swallowed my pride and my ego, and I said, okay, Maggie, look, like, if this is like a weird scam, please don't sign me up to do this, but it looks legit. Like, okay, let's do this. So I joined her because she looked genuinely happy and full of joy, and I wanted that. So I signed up as a coach right away, actually, so that, can you guys still hear me? I just saw someone post that I was frozen. Are we still good? I don't want to go on until somebody says I'm good. Somebody just liked. So, okay, good, Lauren. I'm going to keep going then. Okay, so I signed up as a coach right away because let's get real. Reese and I were pretty dang broke. We were building a house at the time. Like, we were living with my in-laws, building a house, trying to save every penny we could. And I sat Reese down. I was like, Reese, I really want to do something. Like, all this other stuff is not working. I'm tired of feeling like gross in my own skin and crying in my own closet. Like, this is ridiculous. So he was like, okay, like, I know you've been talking about what Maggie's doing, like, go for it. So I said, all right, Maggie, exactly what did you do? I want to do that. And let's get this going. So I started with T25, which is pretty challenging for those of y'all who've done it before, but I loved it. And so she assured me, like, that's exactly what she did. Like, I have great results to look forward to. And she also assured me that when I decided that I wanted to build a business, that she would show me exactly how to do it. You know, I had to. I knew I had to at least try to build a business with it because I picked the most expensive program, you guys, like, not knowing it. And Reese kind of gave me the thumbs up with the impression that I would get my products paid for by inviting others to come along with me. So I was so hesitant about doing this because, one, I didn't think the program would actually work. I thought home workouts were for sissies. Like, I was like, I'm a CrossFitter, I'm a runner, like, this is not gonna work. So I didn't think the program would actually work. I thought my friends would think I was sketchy. I was shy, painfully shy. 2 years ago, had you asked me I was doing a public video, I would have, like, laughed in your face. I was scared of publicly failing. You know, Maggie said, all I have to do is do my program, get great results, post about my journey, and inspire people to do it with me. But I was like, you know what? If I'm posting about my journey, people are gonna know when I fail. So I was scared about that. And guys, like I said, I was a teacher. I was so busy, like building a house, moving, like starting a new job, all that, so busy. But you know what? I jumped in, I got great results, and at that moment, I knew I had to pay it forward. I felt like selfish if I held it in within me, especially with how simple Beachbody makes it, you guys. Like, I am not an expert. I'm not a fitness expert or a nutrition expert, any of that. Like, they make it so easy to pay this forward. My goal when I first started was not full-time with this. I did not expect to make income with it. But you know what? What kept me going was the first time I got a thank you message from somebody and saw the transformation pictures that happened because of me, because I got them started. That fired me up, and that's what lit me up to keep going. All right, so, okay, sorry. I had no business background whatsoever, social media experience, none. Like I was, and this is on the slide, you guys, but I was just utilizing the support of our team and the resources that our team has and this company has. You know, I didn't have social media experience whatsoever. Let's get real. I didn't really post on Facebook before. I was just sharing my journey. Like, it's not about posting products in hopes that people are going to buy something. That's not it at all. It's about sharing your journey and connecting with people and inspiring them to join you. And to me, the world needs more of that, the people-to-people connection and inspiration and motivation and all that. You know, more happy people spreading that happy around, and Beachbody is an awesome platform to do that. So, all right, moving on, because I know I'm kind of getting rambly and taking a long time. So let me dive into a little bit more about what our Team Uplifted Fitness family is all about. So our team was started by Reese and I in February of 2015. Like I said, once I had results, I just kind of took it and ran with it. We are now ranked in the top 350 out of 440,000 coaches in the network. Like, that's huge, you guys. And that, I don't want to like say that to like toot my own horn. That's my team. Like, they're amazing. Currently we have, oh, and the rank kind of shows you like that we know what we're doing and can totally pass this along to you. So we have about 140 plus coaches on our team right now, and you guys, these girls and some guys have become some of my absolute very best friends. Some of them are tuned into this call right now. It makes me smile so big, and some of them I would have never known without this opportunity, you guys. It's incredible. All right, next slide. So what is Beachbody? I know some of you guys know, some of you guys are from my current challenge group or past challenge groups, and Beachbody has kind of become a household name. But like I said no at first because I wanted no part of a sketchy scam, like at all. So I sat back and I watched, while I sat back and watched Maggie, I did my own research about the company. And it was founded in 1998 by two guys, infomercial guys. They had this idea with Tony Horton for P90X, and all of you know that like they killed it in the fitness realm with P90X. Like, everybody knows what P90X is. I dare you to go find somebody who doesn't know. But like I said, I did my own research about the company, and I ended up super impressed. I was out to look for negative things about Beachbody. I'm not gonna lie, you guys, like I wanted them to be a terrible company. But I ended up being so impressed. What I found was that these guys were so super successful with P90X and the other household names you might know, like 21 Day Fix, T25, PiYo, Insanity, TurboFire, all those. They were so successful with selling those, but they cared so much more about getting people actual results. And that's when the coaching opportunity was born. And, you know, they spend a lot of money getting their name out there. But then we as coaches just connect with people and get them the actual results. You know, it wasn't good enough for them to just sell something to somebody. They wanted people to actually use it and get results and have that life change. So they created the coaching opportunity. And what I love is that this was a direct-to-consumer company first. Like I said, they were killing it in the fitness world. But they created this coaching structure because it made the most sense to support the people that were doing their programs and the products that they were cranking out and encourage results instead of just like revenues. And that mattered a lot to me because if I was going to put my name on the line for a company that I didn't need to, like I was doing just fine as a teacher. If I was going to put my name on the line for a company, I wanted to do it with one that had integrity and that I believed in their values and I believed in the people who started it and their mission and felt that corporate and the founders were legit, like good people with kind hearts. That care more about supporting people than just selling their product. And that's what I found with Beachbody. Like, you are so supported in this, and that was so important to me. So, even I have so on the slide, in that picture of all of us girls talking, the one at the top in the middle, her name is Mary, and she's on this call, and I'm totally gonna make her blush by calling her out on this, but she's on this call to support me, you guys. She just tuned in because she's from corporate, and I get to chat with her on a weekly basis, and it's not about me like furthering corporate. She's here to help me and ask what my team needs. So I thought that was pretty cool. So thank you, Mary, for being here. All right, moving on. Big question, what do you actually do as a coach? I know you guys, I know you're thinking that I just post selfies all day and work out all day, and I always get like if I'm out with friends, I always get the question like, shouldn't you be eating a salad right now, or something like that. Like, don't you just eat kale all day? By the way, I'm not a huge fan of kale. Don't know if you saw my post the other day. It's okay. But really, coaching is so much more than that, you guys. Like, I had no idea that it was all of this when I was getting on board with coaching. Like, so as a coach, you serve as a source of support for others. You share your life in hopes to inspire others to live their life in a more fulfilling way. The big thing is you work on yourself first, which sounds so selfish, but I love this part. Think about it, that whole airplane mentality, you guys. Like, if they tell you put your mask on first before you put anybody else's on, because if you don't wear your own mask, how are you going to help anybody else? And it's just like, a car. How are you going to jumpstart another car if you are broken down on the side of the road? So you have to work on yourself first. And I love that that is one of the core values of Beachbody and our team is personal development. We put ourselves on the back burner so much. We have so many people on our team that are moms, that work full time, that go to school, have a million other things to do other than take care of themselves. But you guys, you have to take care of yourself in order to take care of others, and this helps you do that. So as a coach, you share your story on social media and in person to connect with people and inspire them. And I know you guys have seen my posts about it. You run online health and fitness challenge groups and then pass the torch and teach other people how to run them as well. And I'll talk more about groups in just a minute on the next slide, but I just wanted to touch on that. So, and you build a team, you guys. The person that invited you to watch this invited you simply because they want you on their team. They see something so like special and unique, and think that you have something to add to the team. I personally don't invite anybody to coach that I'm going to personally take my time and mentor unless I love them as a person and like totally vibe with them. Okay, I think I'm good. It disconnected for just a second. So I don't invite anybody to coach on our team unless I absolutely love them as a person and vibe with them and want to work with them and think that they have a lot of value to add to our team. This team is like my second family, you guys, and something that I take a lot of pride in, and I don't take that lightly, even in the slightest. And so we want to make sure that this team is full of people who want to inspire others by being the best version of themselves and be a part of something bigger than themselves and sharing in our vision of helping people. That is your main goal as a coach. These pictures on the slide, the bottom left one was when we hit a big goal in our team, and my upline coach actually Venmo'd us all $11 to go buy her favorite bottle of wine so we could all toast to hitting a big goal. So it's just fun things like that. And on the right, this is my friend Rachel. Coaching is more than just, selfies and kale and all that. And I think that her post right there, her picture, really portrays that. All right, so the next slide about what, oh, nope, I missed a part. All right, back to the slide before. Okay, so like I said, that is why I share my life on social media. And to be honest, you guys, that gradually happened as I became more confident. Like I said earlier, Before I was a coach, I didn't really post on social media. It's Facebook ghost. I was stuck in my own little world. But Beachbody is an incredible platform to connect with people and to connect with others. Like, I can't tell you how many times I have been able to talk to people about things like not even Beachbody related and encourage them and pray with them and just help them work through some things. And guys, that feels good. And I would have never done that without this opportunity. I would have never reached out. I would have never had the confidence to get out of my own way and to connect with those people and get out of my comfort zone and let God use me as a light and an encouragement to others. And that has been so fulfilling, you guys. Incredible. All right, now moving on to what is a challenge group. I refer to them sometimes as an accountability group. That kind of, those two things go hand in hand. And to be honest, it's whatever you want it to be. There aren't any rules. Like, that's what I love about this business, is that you can make it your own in whatever way makes sense for you, whatever way is fun for you, whatever works for you. But most people, I'll kind of tell you what most people do. We either run it through a private Facebook group, which you see on the top left, or an app that's pretty new for Beachbody, but it's the Challenge Tracker app. And you do daily check-ins and challenges and assignments. I know most of you guys tuning in here have probably been in a challenge group before, so you know about the daily check-ins and assignments, but basically, you are supporting people who have joined you in a group to get the best results possible. And it's so fun because I've seen so many friendships come from these groups. It's really neat to see. And so if you're thinking, oh my gosh, challenge group, like, I don't know how to run one of those. I've never been in one, or you've only been in one, or you've been in 4, but you're still nervous to do your own. You're in luck. With our team, we share all of our resources, plenty of support. You can co-coach with somebody. You can co-coach with the person who invited you to this. You will never, ever, ever be alone in this. There's tons of support. Like I said, there's no rules. It's just a fun way to support. Your main job is just to help people get the same results that you did with the program. And honestly, it's a great way to up that accountability for yourself too. I know for me, like, I've kept coaching them because I fall off the wagon without it as well. All right, so moving on. Are you even qualified for this? So it's funny. I get a ton of things that say, I can't because I don't have a fitness background, or I'm not done with my transformation, or I don't have a crazy transformation like me. I didn't lose a ton of weight. I didn't have a ton of weight to lose. Or, you know, the ones I also use is I'm so busy, or I'm so shy. Like, most of those things were things I said, and guys, obviously turned out just fine. So it would turn out just fine for you as well. You are qualified to do this if you're someone with a big heart. If you're just a normal person, like, there are so many people on our team that are moms, college students, nurses, teachers, like corporate people, dental hygienists, legal assistants, stay-at-home moms. Like, if you're just a normal human being, you totally qualify. If you want to be healthy, you do not have to be finished with your journey. You don't have to be the cover of Shape magazine or anything like that. People are inspired by others on a journey. You know, you don't have to have six-pack abs to do this, but, you know, kind of comes as a side effect of coaching sometimes. So, you know, you have to want to make a difference to others, and coaches drink Shakeology and believe in Beachbody programs. So you do not have to be a fitness expert. That's what we have the fitness programs for. They are laid out for us, like totally laid out for us. You don't have to be a fitness expert. You don't have to be a personal trainer. We have all the celebrity trainers for that in your living room as you push play on your DVD. Don't have to be a nutritionist. A meal plan comes with every single program. We have Shakeology. You don't have to be a salesperson. I'd actually prefer that you not be on our team, because I do not want our team to ever have the vibe of salesy or make people feel icky or anything like that. You're just sharing your life and inviting others to join. All right, next one. What are your options as a coach? So I labeled these, if you're looking at the slides, I labeled them in 3 different circles: as a discount coach, a hobby coach, and a builder coach. But let's get real. A coach is a coach, no matter what. Like, there is no real difference other than what you call yourself. For instance, my mom is a coach. She is technically a discount coach because she wants to get her Shakeology for 25% off. But she doesn't actively build a business or anything like that. She just joins in my challenge groups when she wants to. So coaching is like a Costco membership, but you pay monthly, and it's $15 a month. But it's cheaper to be a coach if you're drinking Shakeology, because you're saving way more than that with your 25% discount. So, you know, I'm personally obviously a business builder. I built this on the side, guys. In the morning, during lunch, at home before Reese got home, and in line at the grocery store while I was waiting for my gas to finish pumping, things like that. And 15 months later, I was able to leave my full-time job and do this full-time and be the boss of my own time, decide what I do every day. So that was pretty cool. But like I said, this isn't like a 1, 2, 3 and you're stuck kind of thing. Like, you don't sign up as a coach and say, oh, I'm a discount coach, and you like are forever a discount coach. It's more of like a spectrum that you can move through, and depending on what you want out of this and where you determine where you fall and what you want to do, and what you want to do in terms of how much you're going to put into it and what you want out of it. A coach is a coach. You're a part of our team no matter what. We love you no matter which option you decide. It's up to you what you want to make of it, but just know that you do have a ton of support if you want to build a business with this. All right, and the next big question I get asked a ton is, how do I get paid? And I just want to lay the disclaimer out there that Beachbody does not guarantee any level of success or income from the Team Beachbody Coach opportunity. Each Team Beachbody Coach income depends on his or her own efforts, diligence, and skill. Wanted to lay that out there before I start this. So I can show you what happened with my income because I just decided to get out of my own way and go for it. And I'm sharing some paychecks with you guys to show you what is possible for you. So these pay stubs right here from 1 week. As Beachbody coaches, we get paid once a week, every Thursday. My first paycheck was $50, and as you can see that it was mostly in commission as a new coach. And I made that $50 simply because I started sharing my journey and invited somebody to come with me. And let me be clear though, guys, I am not in this for the money at all. But we're all adults. There are bills to be paid. We know that. And money creates more freedom in your life. So, but I was so stoked for that $50, you guys. I remember going to Reese and being like, yes, look at this. It covered our groceries. And honestly, that was the beginning of it taking away our financial stress. Now, this paycheck is from a couple months ago, 17 months as a coach. About half my paycheck comes from helping my team succeed. As you can see, it's, you know, $757. A little over half of it came from team bonus, and that's from me helping my team succeed. And guys, I still can't believe that's 1 week. Like, this is so freaking crazy to me that I get paid to do this. Like, it blows my mind. Just because I really enjoy what I do, and I love being a coach and helping people, and it just blows me away that I get paid to do this. So go to the next slide. And guys, I just want to be clear that this is absolute, like, don't get me wrong, this is not a get rich quick scheme at all. Like, if you're over here because you're like, dollar bills, y'all, I want to make money, like, go ahead and stop watching. This is not for you. Like, don't waste your time anymore. Go back to watch whatever TV show you were watching. Like, if you are in this just to make money, do yourself a favor and stop watching. You can, I do want you to know that you can have incredible financial freedom from this. But if that's why you're doing it and that's your focus, you're never going to be successful, guys. You can come in and make a couple $100 a month, but if you're looking to build a $50,000, $100,000 a year business, you have to put in the work consistently, lead with your heart, and stay with it for a length of time. So that's why my next slide, I shared with you more about what I make per month, because that kind of shows you more in terms of how people normally make money. So my first month as a coach, I made a 200-ish, which is great. Paid for my groceries. I was stoked. And then about 9 months in of consistency, sticking with the business, keeping doing my programs and inspiring others along the way, I was making about $1,000 a month, and that was amazing. And now, about 18 months into coaching, I am at about $3,500 a month, and it is such a huge blessing, you guys. There's tons of coaches quitting their full-time jobs on our team, but you can't come into that with that mindset of being automatically ready for that. You know, that first month of coaching, I was not ready to go full-time with this. I was not ready for it to be my full-time job, but I stuck with it, and I was diligent, and that's what happens. You know, you're not going to be an expert when you first start. You kind of have to treat it like a new job. When you go in, you get your foot in the door, you learn a lot, do a ton of training, take it one day at a time, love people, and then it will work out for you. All right, next thing, the icky pyramid scheme part that I know all of you think that I am involved with. So I want you to think about the typical corporate structure. Who makes the most? CEOs. Who makes the least? Employees. Like, if you are looking at the slides and you see that little triangle of smileys over on the side, like, keep looking at that. You know, like, what is the likelihood of an employee to ever become the CEO and to ever out-earn the CEO? To me, that is more pyramid schemey than anything. With Beachbody, everybody is the CEO. You are peers. You're your own little separate franchise, and you decide what you do with your business. The most confusing part, and why I also had that icky feeling at the very beginning, is that there are some other companies out there that require somebody pay like this huge X amount of dollars to sign up. Their recruiter gets like half of their investment in the products. And so then if that person succeeds, great. But if not, no biggie. That person already got paid. Like, they don't care. But with Beachbody, when you sign up as a coach, your upline coach actually makes less money than if you were to stay a customer. They don't make anything if they don't mentor you and help you build a business. Like I said, my mom is a coach, but she's not building a business. I don't make money from that. I would make money from her if she was my customer. So when you, it's not about how much effort you put into, it's about how much effort you put into this. It's completely up to you to how much money you're going to make and how successful you're going to be. So just to recap that, totally not a sketchy pyramid scheme. I was worried about that same thing. You can out-earn your sponsor. There's no lump sum at the beginning. Like when you sign up, your challenge pack purchase to be in a challenge group totally waives your fee to be a coach. If not, it's $40 to sign up as a coach. And like I said, there's no lump sum. It's not like you're buying like 80 P90Xs and like storing them in your closet and having to like sell them and all that. That's not what it is at all. If that were the case, I would totally not sign up for that. Like I said, you're just your own little franchise. You're just a part of a bigger family of support. All right, next thing, the two things that I hear most often and that I personally said myself, I am not a good salesperson and I am so busy already. You're totally in luck. On our team, we are adamant about helping people and inspiring others versus selling anything. I know I kind of touched on that earlier. You know, there is no posting of stock ads and that stuff that like, buy from me, like makes people feel weird and icky, because one, that doesn't work. Two, makes people feel weird, and that's not what we're about. It's about people connecting with people. And so you just be you. You share authentically you. You do your programs and share your journey, and that's it. And when you're sharing you authentically, the right people are going to come into your life and come into your groups and come into your business and come into your team, and they're going to stay. So just be authentically you. You know, it's more about attraction marketing than selling. And as a team, we've also figured out how to build really freaking legit businesses in 1 hour or less a day. So if you are trying to use busy as an excuse, like, you can totally take that off the table. You don't even have to have 1 hour chunk. You can have like 15 minutes here, 15 minutes there, 15 minutes right before you go to sleep. Like, that's how I did it. It's a compound effect business, which if you haven't read that book, it basically means that it's small tasks done consistently over time, and that's what grows your business. You know, when you first start, and I remember I was totally like this when I first started, it's like flashy lights and like, ooh, squirrels, distractions, like all this stuff. And so it kind of does might take you a minute to get your bearings, but you know, you can do this in an hour or less a day. And we've got tons of training and support with this team to give you a super great foundation and support you as you grow. All right, and I know I'm way over time, so thank y'all for bearing with me, but I feel like this last little part is important not to skip over, so I'm just gonna keep going. So what do you get as a Team Uplifted coach, Team Uplifted fitness coach? You get our private coach Facebook group and resources. Like, everything I've done over the last 1.5 years, I hand to you. Like, you get that. We have coach training academies. Me and other leaders help you show what we've done to get to this point. We share everything. You're never on your own building this business. You have exclusive training videos and podcasts and other training opportunities like that. You have partnerships and challenge groups. Like I said, if you're scared to run one on your own, you're like, heck yeah, this is awesome. I want to do this, but I don't know what I'm doing. Like, great. Co-coach with the person who invited you to this. Co-coach with me if I invited you to this. The coolest thing I think about this opportunity is new friends. Like I said earlier, like, some of these girls that I've had the opportunity to coach with have become some of my lifelong closest friends, and I would have never had the opportunity to meet them had it not been for this business. We have local meetups and trips and all that. Something else you get, healthier life and relationships. Like, how awesome is that? You have a community that just feels like family, that gets you and is rooting for you. And to me, that is so unheard of these days. Excuse me. That is so unheard of these days, to be surrounded by people that have your back no matter what. You know, this is not about competition. We teach you everything you need to know and help you all along the way and cheer you all along the way. You know, this positive community of our team, like, alone has been the biggest blessing. It's incredible. As you can see, our team here on all the, on the slide, our pictures, they make me smile. All right, rewards, trips, and live events. I just wanted to put some pictures in here. I got to go to Tahoe with the leaders of our team, paid for, by the way. On the right, we were at the Team Beachbody Coach Summit in Nashville, like, where it's basically one big party and training with 25,000 coaches. They have Super Saturdays, which are like local meetups quarterly. And in the spring, I actually have an all-inclusive paid trip to go to Punta Cana, just by helping other people get really amazing results. So Beachbody really knows how to reward their coaches. I'm super, super stoked about that. All right, so if you've been watching this and you're like super pumped about doing this and you're thinking, okay, now what? First, I want you to reach out to the person that invited you to this call, that had you tune in live or sent you this recording. And honestly, you guys, even if you're on the fence, you're like, oh, I don't know, and you're all nervous about it, like, don't be weird about it. Like, let's get real. What do you have to lose, you guys? You know, at the very least, you're gonna make new friends, you're gonna get in really freaking good shape, and you're gonna have the opportunity to build an extra income if you want it. Like, there's no like contract locking you in or like some weird cult scam scheme thing. Like, that's not it at all. So if you're on the fence, just ask yourself, what do you have to lose? Like, come on. Like I said, new friends, in great shape, possibility of building an awesome income on the side. 2, reach out to them, let them know that you want in and that you want to be a part of our family. And they will walk you through the sign up process, and then you'll be added into our team page and get to check that out. And then after that, you're gonna work with your coach to make a plan depending on what your goals are. Remember those 3 circles I had, like depending on what you wanted to get out of this business. Like you want a $100,000 a year business? Cool, let's make a plan. If you just want to do this for the discount because you freaking love the programs and you just want to earn 25% off, or sorry, get 25% off, cool, let's do that. If you're somewhere in the middle of that, awesome, we'll make a plan for that. It's your business. Nobody is your boss. I am not going to be your boss. I'm not asking to be your manager. You know, we're just here to work together and support each other, and you get to choose what you want to do. And my number 5 on here is my favorite. You're gonna blow your freaking mind with what's possible with this crazy business. Like I said, when I started, I had no idea going full-time with this was even a thing that could happen for me, but it has blown my mind what has happened with this business. My only regret is how long I said no to Maggie. You know, this sounds all like cliche and Instagram quotey and all that, but I don't even care. I'm gonna use it anyways. My only regret is not starting sooner. So I don't want that to be your regret either. You know, even from day 1 of this business, I was so grateful. I was doing something that I was so excited about for once, something for me, something that fired me up, and I got out of my own way and I just did it. I was scared to death, no idea what I was doing. But I just did it, and it started with that one decision, and that in itself was such a huge win for me. Because it excited me and I could make it my own. So, all right, last slide, you guys. You know, I'm gonna read this to you on the slide. You only have one life in which to do everything you'll ever do. So live it on purpose. That is absolutely my favorite goal. I have it, my favorite quote. I have it written up here on my board in front of my face. You know, I talk to girls and to people all the time saying, you know, like, I'll do that in 6 months, business aside, like anything. I'll do that in 6 months, I'll do that in a year, sometime down the road when I have more time and don't have to work so hard and all that. And I'm like, what are you waiting for? Like, it is right in front of your face. Start now. Make your life a priority. It is up to you. There will never be a time when it's like the right time to go do something like that. You've got to make it a priority. Do something that excites you with purpose. So, all right, guys, I am so excited for you, and I'm pumped for you to join our team. I appreciate you guys being on live and letting me talk at you a little longer than I planned on. But I hope you guys have a great night, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in our new team page, or in our team page soon. Bye, guys.